A showdown looming between Congress and President-elect Donald Trump over Russia's alleged interference in the election. The CIA says, yep, the Russians wanted to help Trump win. Trump says that is ridiculous. He says he doesn't buy it. One of Trump's supporters, former Republican Congressman Walsh, is not so happy with Trump. He joins me from Chicago. Congressman, a pleasure. Welcome.
Hey, Brooke. Good to be with you, Brooke.
Okay, so I spent a bit of time reading your tweets. You, sir, are angry. Tell me why.
I went on my tweet storm this weekend, Brooke, because I'm outraged at the lack of outrage, especially on my side, the Republican side. I get that the country's divided, but my God, a foreign government interfered with our election. That should piss everybody off. That should especially anger my side. And it's like, Brooke, because our guy won, Trump won, we're going to keep our mouths shut. I mean, that's just so wrong. The tepid response from Republicans.
So you, just so I'm clear, you believe the CIA assessment that yes, indeed, Russia's intent was to meddle to get Trump to win?
Oh my gosh, Brooke, there's no debate. It happened. I mean, again, not to parrot Hillary, 17 agencies said they interfered. This Washington Post report this weekend made clear it's a fact. And then for Donald Trump, I mean, everybody, look, all Republicans and Democrats in D.C. know that they interfered with this election. For Donald Trump to call it ridiculous and not believe it, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
So I know that you agree. I saw, one of your tweets that you had retweeted the former CIA acting director, Mike Morrell, who essentially compared this to being the political 9/11. But at the same time, you were a Trump supporter. And this is the guy you voted for. This is the guy you supported. And he is reluctant to even investigate. Why do you think that is?
Because I think he's acting like a third grader, Brooke. I think he believes
a third grader.
This is going to... Maybe a fourth grader. I don't know. My kids are older. Maybe he thinks
this is the man you voted to be the president.
Yes, but I don't think he fully gets it, Brooke. This is I mean, my God, we're Americans. This is a foreign government got involved in our election. I mean, I agree with Michael Morrell. That's like Russia attacked us. And for Donald Trump to come out and attack our men and women in the CIA, that's almost treasonous. Russia attacks us, and Trump attacks the CIA. Man, he ought to be the one, Brooke, calling for an investigation like right now.
Well, he's not so far. On top of all of this, what he is calling for is a potential pick for Secretary of State. This is a man who is apparently one of, Putin's best American buddies, Rex Tillerson. You know where I'm going with this. Does this, Congressman, does this concern you?
No, again, I separate the issues. I don't have a problem with getting friendly with Russia. I don't have a problem with if Tillerson is friendly with Putin. That's a policy disagreement. I have a problem with any foreign government trying to pick our president. That's a totally separate issue. And if Donald Trump is watching right now, he blocked me on Twitter, Brooke, so he doesn't follow me anymore. Man, he's got to use this as an opportunity, I think, to bring the country together and lead an investigation.
You got blocked by Trump on Twitter. Did that hurt your feelings, Congressman?
Hey, Brooke, it did. If Donald Trump blocked you, it would hurt your feelings. It bummed me out for a few days, and I don't know why.
Okay, let me move on. In all seriousness, there was news from John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chair today, and he says, yes, indeed, he is backing these Electoral College electors who are asking for those intel briefs on any sort of foreign intervention in the election prior to their big vote, December 19th. What do you think Podesta is trying to achieve? I mean, do you think he's hoping to change the minds of the electors?
Well, again, I think when this story broke, everybody went to their partisan corners, and the far left said redo, redo, and the far right just hid under their desks and ignored it. I believe a foreign government influenced our election. I believe that needs to be investigated. I believe that electors should have every piece of information they can possibly have before the 19th.
Outgoing Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid, he just talked to my colleague Manu Raju, and he is basically blaming James Comey, FBI Director James Comey, for being partisan through all of this. I want to play part of that interview.
They looked into nothing.
Why do you think that is?
Well, it's obvious he was a partisan in all this.
Comey.
Yeah, part of Comey, yes. It's obvious. There's information out there. He had it, I'm confident, and he ignored it. And we know from other reports we've seen from all you guys, there were reports in the people in the campaign for Donald Trump were in touch with the Russians. And now it's very clear. One of the biggest mysteries that people think exists, why didn't he do something? No, there's no mystery to me.
So Senator Reid said he raised the red flag, and again, he's saying that Jim Comey ignored. What do you say to that?
I say that, Brooke, you're killing me with my conservative base. I'm going to agree with Harry Reid. Look, Comey mishandled the whole Hillary Clinton thing from the beginning. And I think the fact that nobody, Brooke, you and I knew during the campaign that Russia was involved. And the fact that nobody, yeah, the fact that it wasn't looked into, or that the FBI really didn't aggressively go after it,
what about President Obama,
troublesome.
Congressman Walsh, what about President Obama? You know, because we know he's called for this massive review, even going back to the 08 presidential election. And I realize from his perspective, you know, you could say, listen, he didn't want to look involved and play politics ahead of this election. But do you think he should have been more public about concern from the administration?
Yes. If he knew that Russia was interfering or meddling or hacking in our election, that is information that the voters should have had. And the Republicans, when they met in September or October, Brooke, the Republicans should have agreed to that as well.
Okay. Congressman Joe Walsh, we went through a lot here. Thank you so much.
Love you, Brooke. Thank you.
Thank you.